Manx Radio Podcasts, powered by Shaw.
Well, hello and welcome to this week's Countryside programme with Kiri Kermode and myself, Simon Clark. And it's dedicated this week to a very successful 3 nights at the Gaiety Theatre for the annual Young Farmers Concert, Kiri.
And a super 3 nights it was. We got to see it on the Saturday night and, it was absolutely brilliant, wasn't it?
Yeah, never got me ice cream at the break, though.
We did?
Yeah,
My goodness, you've got to make a dash because there's a heck of a queue.
There was. But the concert itself, there was 3 nights that the clubs performed for the public. And, of course, each of them have an individual night for dress rehearsal. So they're there from the Sunday. And, there's a lot of last-minute adjustments goes on, as you'll hear throughout the programme. And it was just such a great night, though, wasn't it? The atmosphere this year, we say it, that there's a good atmosphere and buzz. There's always a bit of niggle and a bit of, is that and the other. But I think this year, I didn't see any of that. And the audience were happy, the staff were happy, and I think all the people who performed were happy. And they seem to be getting younger, unless I'm getting older.
You're showing your age now, Simon. But no, it was really enjoyable. It's the first one in many years. I felt really comfortable. And every club got a good laugh as well. And that's why they're there, isn't it, really?
Yeah,
to put on a brilliant show for us.
Yeah, they all had individual bits that just stuck out in your mind that were funny, weren't they? So let's now have a look back at this year's concert.
Manx Radio's Countryside is brought to you by NFU Mutual.
Well, Saturday night seats on the final night of the 2018 Isle of Man Young Farmers Concert, Kiri. The third of the 3 nights, of course, and we were in the dress circle to witness 4 very, very different and great concerts.
They were brilliant, absolutely well put on, and they were also very different, but the use of the stage and the lighting and the costumes were just absolutely spectacular, weren't they?
Yeah, it's come a long way. Some would say for the better, some would say for the worse, but it just shows the popularity of it. It's packed, and the atmosphere on the stage, backstage, and also in the audience, it's something to behold, isn't it?
It really was. And this year, I did feel it was a really enjoyable atmosphere. It was quite intense at some places, but it really was a full house, isn't it? It was just brilliant.
Yeah, well, let's hear from the Southern Club in a second. They were joint third place with the Northern Club, who we'll hear from now.
It's the year 2018. Isle of Man, and the meat plant is in disarray. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the meat tallying job. We've evaluated our current financial state of affairs, which took us approximately 2 seconds, and it appears that we only have one option, or maybe 2. Take a vastly over-interest rated loan and not pay it back. We will call this the Manx Utilities Development Scheme for now.
And benvenuto to our bellissimo cookery program. Tonight, we will be using only the freshest local ingredients. Here, we are very lucky to have discovered a meat plant. Its Italian name is the Lossa making a meat plant. And it's a closer relative to the Lossa making a Manx Radio.
And are you going to Easter Play Festival?
Ah, yes. I thought I'd go and see Airport Experience.
There should be a big queue for that. Is it a drama?
No, it's an absolute farce.
Charlie, you got 2 hats on tonight. Vice Chairman of the Federation, but also Chairman of the Northern Young Farmers. Is it difficult coming joint third?
No, I think it's nice that we're equal to Southern. They put in loads of effort, put on a good show, and seeing theirs and ours is equal to that, I'm happy enough. Everybody's put a lot of work in. It's such a good thing that it's irrelevant really what the result is. It's all about just having a good time and, thinking about different things, how you can do things differently, getting on stage, people blossoms into all sorts of things.
It really did shine on the stage. You all seemed so happy at what you were doing there. But your stage was full, Charlie, as well.
Yeah, we had a big cast. This year. I would say it's probably one of the biggest we've had for a few years. And it does make a difference, when you can fill the stage with a cast and people aren't having to do several jobs basically on stage. You can really make it, it does make a difference. And, you have a good laugh when people come out to practices because there's so many of you, it's good it is a good thing to be involved, and I would encourage anyone who's remotely interested in the show, just get in touch with anybody that's involved, and everyone will be happy enough. Open arms, come in, have a go, see what you think.
Well, Sarah Tia Kameen, we're standing on the stage at the end of the night, and it's going to be your last Young Farmers concert.
It is. 25 years doing this. Massive part of my life. And always the biggest highlight of my year.
25 years.
Quarter of a century, eh? That's how old I am.
Standing here, you put a very good concert on the Northern tonight as well. And how has it compared with other years for you this year?
Do you know, this year has just been so much fun. We've had a great team, loads of younger members, and do you know, the younger members wrote their own sketches, and from day one they've been really keen, and we've let them run with it, and they've been brilliant. 100% commitment from them.
And that's something they're going to be the future, isn't it? You're retiring from that, but you're going to keep an interest in it, aren't you?
Absolutely, yeah. You can't get rid of me that easily. I love the Northern. Once Northern, always Northern. And yeah, hope to be around for a few years yet.
Who's that coming into the harbour now?
Well, that's Big Ben. I took him a hand earlier, due to a technical fault.
More am I. I'm Ben McCree. I had a slight technical issue earlier, but we're back up and running on half engines as usual.
What were the issues you had? I've had an endless amount.
Well, I was coming into berth, nice and steady, and then bang.
What? The engine blew up?
Nah, I just hit the wall.
Where on earth did you get your captain's licence? A cornflakes box?
I'll have you know, it was a long and vigorous training process on the Onken bumper boots.
I asked Graham Crowe to explain to me the definition of a politician the other day. He said, they're all post turtles.
What's a post turtle?
Well, it's a turtle sat on top of a post. You know, he didn't get up there on his own, he doesn't belong up there, and he doesn't know what to do whilst he's up there. Elevated beyond his ability to function. And you have to wonder what kind of idiot put him up there in the first place.
Kiri, well done for tonight. Joint third with the Northern. But how was it for the Southern? It's been a busy few months, I bet.
It has. It's been very busy. But it's been great effort with everyone. We've had so many helpers, sort of at all the practices, so many people putting into the concert. It's been amazing.
Where does the initial idea come from? You've got a title of
Get Rich or Die Farming. Yeah, we sort of all got together one night around someone's house and sort of just discussed a few different ideas, and once we just get a sort of rough idea, the name kind of is the last thing we think of.
It's such a team effort though, isn't it, Kiri? Right down from making the props, the costumes, the kids turning up just to the practices alone.
It is, yeah, especially for the kids. Like, it's obviously school nights, it can be late, but yeah, everyone's come together a lot, sort of props making at the weekends, in sheds, in the cold, painting away, but yeah, it's been great sort of input from everyone. It's been
And how do you feel now it's all finished?
Relieved. It's been stressful. It's all worth it once you hit the nights.
And there's one thing that we do notice every year is the seagull comes down from the Gaiety roof without fail.
Yeah, the seagull. He pretty much lives at the Gaiety, so we should get him out and yeah.
Is it a mascot?
He is a mascot, yes.
That was Kiri Watterson, the chairperson of the Southern, Sarah Tia Kameen of the Northern, and Northern's chairman, Charlie Corkill.
The individual club awards for the Northern, with a Kameen Cup for the best act, that went to the Tractors, and the Dan Commode Memorial Cup for the best performer in the club went to Sarah Tia Kameen and Sam Morrie for the Chefs.
In the Southern, the Mr. and Mrs. J. Crebin Cup for the best act in the Southern Club was awarded to the Boats, and the Jean Gelling Memorial Cup for the best performer in the Southern Club went to Tom Callister. In the overall awards, the Susan Nicholson Memorial Cup for the best junior performer in the entire concert went to Southern's Percy Hampton.
Well, next in the awards, the runners-up spot this year went to the Central Young Farmers.
Look out! Here's some bigwig government ministers decide to get in on the action. Here's our highly educated educational minister, Graham Krajim. And posh boy, Treasury Minister, Alf Cannon. But Graham, tell me, there's something missing. Why, you're only on one ski.
Yes, Graham, where's your other ski?
Oh, well, I heard it was giving only 50% chance of snow.
And Alf, tell me, why are you in your old King Bill's uniform still?
Well, I was quite frankly exhausted after my budget and magicking up all those savings out of nowhere. So I fancied a day off. So I spotted a snowflake this morning, and I wondered if my very intelligent friend Graham here would close the schools again for another totally pointless, snow-free snow day.
Just before the kick-off of the final of the Women's Ice Hockey Championship. Team USA versus Isle of Man. Let's see how the girls are warming up. Team USA, how are you doing?
I only came to this island to sign off my new private jet.
Me too.
Tell me, how was your journey, girls? Was there any major travel disappointments or disruptions on your journey here?
Well, our boat crashed into the harbour wall.
The airport ran out the icer.
And who's this Mananan guy? Can someone please tell him to move his cloak?
Well, you know, I was down the cafe the other day, and I heard one of them say to the waiter that she was gluten, nut, egg, and dairy intolerant. And she was a vegan. So then she asked, what can I get? The waiter stood there awful puzzled and said, you can get the boat in the morning.
Well, let's get a word with Kaylee Cool from the Central Young Farmers. Congratulations, so close.
Oh, yeah, so close this year. I mean, fair play to the Eastern. They had so many good sketches, so many good singers, and it was really lively. I think it was really close between the two clubs, but I'm pleased with the second. I mean, it was close, so it doesn't matter.
No, well, that's one of them things, but the great thing about it was everyone who performed was just so much enjoying it this evening. You could see it on everyone's faces, no matter whether they were fourth or first.
Definitely. I mean, well, we had to have some motivational talks in Central, but it was fabulous. Like, just watching in the side on the wings and everybody smiling, it somehow makes it all worth it, all of the practicing. There was a lot of practicing, but to see it all on this final night, and I feel like this night was definitely our best, so we gave it our all. Yeah. That's all we can do.
One step more next year then?
Yeah, we're going up step by step, so hopefully next year will be our year, but never know. It was fun being second anyway.
Chair of the Central Young Farmers, Kaylee Cool, thanking the people there and enjoying this year's concert and the whole club there in second place for 2018. The individual awards for the Central, the TH Quayle Cup for the Best Act in the Central went to the Bobsleighs, and the Martin Quayle Cup for the Best Performer in the Central went to Nikki Kane. Central also took away one of the big awards of the night, the Keith Carouche Cup for the Best Overall Act. This went to the Ice Hockey Girls.
Manx Radio's Countryside is brought to you by NFU Mutual.
Well, the big winners of this year's annual Young Farmers concert was the Eastern Young Farmers.
Yes, they had their theme, There's No Place Like Home, of course based on the Wizard of Oz, and some polished performers involved in the Eastern Act, and very slick it was as well. They came away with the Marketing Society Cup for Best Overall Club. That was judged, of course, on the 3 nights performances. They also won the Loudest Memorial Shield for the Best Dance Routine in the Concert for The Greatest Showman. And Paul Watterson of Easton was awarded the Isle of Man Farmers Cup for Best Individual Performer for his performance and his 2 lines as Toto the dog.
Toto! Toto! Where are you, boy? There you are! Come on, Toto! Come on, Toto! Come, be excited, boy! Be excited! That's enough! Get down! Get down! What's up with you, gal? Oh no, Toto! It's that blooming old beast from the east again! Oh! Quick! Quick! Get out of here, quick! Let's get out of here! Oh. Come on then, Toto. Let's go and follow that yellow brick road to the hospital. I hear there's a patient who's had his whole left side cut off. Oh, I hope he's all right. Come on. Oh, I found something in here. Ooh. It's blue. And it's not very heavy. Oh, what is it? It's light blue. Oh, stupid scarecrow. Stupid scarecrow. Hi. What's your name then?
I'm Treasury Minister Alf Cannon, but folks call me Tin Can Nun. My heart was removed when I became Treasury Minister. It's a prerequisite for the job. Things would be so different if I only had a heart. When a man's a Treasury Minister, it's his job to be so sinister, and yet I'm torn apart. Just because I'm presuming that I could be kinda human if I only had a heart. Hey, I need to get away from this place. Take me with you. We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful wizard, the wonderful wizard, the wonderful wizard of Oz.
Bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow. Why, oh, why can't I?
Well, as you know, this fairy tale's just about to end. But my daughter said to me the other day, "Daddy, do all fairy tales begin with once upon a time?" I said, "No, my darling. Sometimes they begin with when I got elected."
Well, Tory Least, Chairman of the Eastern Young Farmers, what a night it's been for you. Well done.
Oh, thank you. It's been a great 3 nights and we've had loads of fun.
Has it sunk in yet?
Yeah, it has. Oh, it has a little bit. I can't believe that we won. I mean, the girls and everyone, all the kids put loads of effort in. All the script writers, all the dressmakers, the prop makers, the dance makers, everyone. So I feel like we deserved it, but the other clubs also did so amazing. So it must be so hard for the judges to pick the winner.
Yeah, because everyone has their own favourites about what they like about these concerts, and there's just something bizarre in them every year to make people entertained, isn't it?
There is, and there's so many jokes that I've got to be honest with you, a load of them go over my head.
It's not a bad thing.
If the crowd's laughing, then it's all good.
What about getting it all together? I mean, how long has it taken? When were you practising from this year? Is it different than normal?
I think this year we did start a little bit later than usual. We probably started getting stuff together around the end of January, and I've heard the other clubs are maybe a little bit more organised than us. Our finale sketch, the Wizard, I think we got that finished on Monday night.
Really?
Yeah, so, but I think sometimes the impromptu, non-scripted stuff is the funnier, the stuff that gets more laughs.
Well, I suppose that's the confidence that's in the people performing for you.
Yeah, definitely,
isn't it?
yes.
Of course, as the girls' side of it usually are more delighted with winning the best dance act.
Yes, we are very happy to win the dance trophy. Jenny Duggan Harris now, she put together our Greatest Showman dance, and I'm just glad that when we're dancing I'm looking at the front and I can't see the lifts behind us because they scare me, but they just look amazing and everyone just put in so much effort. It's brilliant.
Well, we'll let you go and celebrate with your cue. You're not going to let go of that cup and Ori, are you?
No, I've got to keep hold of this.
Well done. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks very much.
Congratulations to the Eastern girls winning the loudest cup. We've got Jenny Harris and Abby Cole here, both choreographers. What a brilliant performance it was tonight, Jenny.
Thank you. They did put their heart and soul into it. I have to take my hat off to Jamie Watty, who was 7 foot in the air at the end of that dance, and he nailed it. So yeah.
But it's really difficult. You've got all age groups. Obviously, there's the tiny ones from 12 right up until the maximum age. What, Cheryl leaving this year?
Yeah, it's just trying to make something that's easy enough for everyone to do, but that still looks really effective. So it's not about how complicated it is, but it's trying to get everyone involved and set a level that can look good really on stage.
And how do you manage to get the Gaiety staff to get the lighting and the music all in the right places as well?
That's a nightmare. Need to have someone really good on your headset to say, go Kurt and go
Go mics, go lights. That's
See,
what you
this
need.
is what the public don't see, is what goes on behind the scenes. You've got a great team, obviously.
Yeah. It's try and put on a slick show and see.
Scarlett, congratulations. You won the best individual performer in the Eastern, breaking that trend from Paul and Jamie Watterson. Well done. At 15 years of age, that's an incredible achievement.
Thank you.
What is it like to be on the stage? And obviously tonight you sang an absolutely amazing song.
Oh, thank you. I really enjoy it and enjoy the Young Farmers concert. So
it's such a fun environment, isn't it? You know, there's no pressure there, really, is there?
Not really. It's really fun and everyone's so nice and it's a massive team and we all work together. So
is it the Guild next for you?
Oh yes, yeah.
A few more weeks, so this is ideal practice.
Oh yeah.
Well done, Scarlett.
Paul Watson, congratulations. Best act in the entire concert. Well done.
Thank you very much.
How many dogs have you performed as in the past?
I think I've been the back end of a horse in one of my first concerts, but never as a dog before. Been a long time working towards, well, not working towards winning this award, but, you know, this is my 21st year in the concert. Done every single one I could. I think I've got 3 left, so it's nice to win such a high accolades just before I'm due to sort of bow out, really. Yeah, the bonus was this year I only had about 4 lines to do, and most of them were woof. So yeah, not too bad.
Not too bad then. But it's you said it's how many years? 21. You said.
Yeah, this is my 21st year.
Wow,
Yeah,
it's a good old sentence for you, isn't it?
I know.
I mean, to come back every year, is it something that you think? Yeah, I can't wait for the next year's concert.
Yeah, it is really. I mean, the way I look at it, the Gaiety is a fine old building, a lot of history here. What other performance through the year at the Gaiety do a bunch of amateurs with just a few silly jokes and a few silly ideas get to do and say what they want on the Gaiety stage? And I think to be given the opportunity to do that is rather special, and it's something I look forward to every year.
That was Paul Watterson, Scarlett Clegg, Jenny Harris and Abby Corlett, and Tori Leese of the Eastern Young Farmers.
It was well received, I think, by most people, though, wasn't it? Because I think, in that last night's performance, I don't think anyone really had an idea who was going to win the concert, did they?
No, I think it was very close right up until the end. And each concert was special for its own individuality. Each of them made us laugh. The dancers were brilliant. The use of costumes, the props, and everyone was having a brilliant time. And the stages were packed.
Yes, they were indeed. And let's give you the individual club awards for the Eastern Young Farmers. The Denise Kinraid Cup for Best Act went to the Barbershop Boys, and the Denise Kinraid Cup for Best Performer in the Eastern Club was awarded to Scarlett Clegg.
There's a lot of people involved in putting the Young Farmers concert on, and one of the busiest people of all is Hayley Crow, the Federation Secretary.
It really was a great success. I mean, I honestly don't know how we do it year after year, and I think it's the 50th anniversary of the concert next year. I need to double check, but I mean, it's so impressive. It's come from the little concerts, and now we're here filling the Gaiety stage year after year for 3 nights. It's just it's so fantastic. We think how many people there are involved. It's such a hard job to manage, like nearly 300 people backstage on the nights, between here and up in the amphitheatre and what have you. But
it is a massive team effort. You couldn't have just done it on your own.
No, not at all. We've got such a good Federation team, and that is the main thing. It's such good teamwork. Rob's a great chairman. Charlie Corker's the vice chairman. He's just been brilliant. And then the girls, Kelly is treasurer, Brian is my assistant secretary, and Hannah Moore is the assistant treasurer. We just work so well together. If there's a problem, anybody else is on it. I can ask them for anything, which is really, really good. I just really appreciate their help all the time.
But there's great support from the public as well. The charity buckets, everything that goes with it. Them coming every year, queuing for tickets alone.
It is. Well, this year, I couldn't believe it. They were there at 9 o'clock the night before. I mean, I've been saying they've been earlier than Gary Barlow, and I was probably tagged a lot saying that. But 9 o'clock the night before, I don't know how to stop them, to be honest with you. You've got to give people a chance to get tickets. But it's just great that they do go out of their way to queue. But I think that's just a part of the community, though, isn't it? It's such a community event. It's all local humour, isn't it? We ride it ourselves. That's what the audience are in for. They seem to really enjoy it, so we're just so appreciative of them. They're on great form as well. They go with you, they support everybody, and that's really important as well. The atmosphere is great across all 3 nights.
Well, Rob Watson, chairman of the Federation for this year. What a year to be chairman, because that was 4 brilliant concerts.
It was unbelievable this year. Everybody put their heart and soul into these concerts.
Well, you've been Southern chairman before, but how did the Fed chairman on concert nights perform for you?
I thought being chairman for just the club was kind of quite nerve-wracking, having to go on stage and you're all by yourself, having to introduce your club in. this is the whole next level. It's the Thursday night, I was in bits trying to go on, but come to Saturday night, it was brilliant. I thoroughly loved every minute of it, and all I can say is, if anybody's wanting to join Young Farmers, do it. It's a brilliant organisation to be involved in.
But all in all, thoroughly enjoyed it, and I think all the clubs have too, and the audiences.
Yeah, well, like I said, we only do this every year because the audience keeps coming back. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be here doing this. So all I can do is a big thank you to everybody that comes and buys a ticket and watches us every year. Everybody in the clubs loves it. It's the highlight of the year. It's just brilliant to see everybody there enjoying the night. This is where friendships get made in this sort of thing. Everybody comes together, and teamwork at the end of it all is brilliant.
Andy Bass, a judge here tonight at one of the highlights of the farming calendar. But not only that, it's a highlight on the island's calendar as well. How was it up there being a judge?
It was really good, Kiri. I did it last year, as a matter of fact, on the Thursday night, but to be invited on the Friday, particularly when there's so much at stake amongst the 4 clubs, is, you've got to be on your game, and you've got to make sure you're concentrating, taking notes, and, showing a real interest in it. It was unreal what I saw tonight.
It was great to see traditional humour with up-to-date topics and politics and politicians, but also the use of some of the effects and the lights that they use on the stage. It does really bring it up to scratch with modern, stage performance, doesn't it, really?
Definitely is confidence in Young Farmers and farming as general, isn't there? Some of the things that were going on out there, everyone's up to speed. I'm not so sure I'd want to be a politician right now.
This is it. But not only that, another role you have here tonight, Andy, is Conister Bank is one of the main sponsors of this event.
Yeah, we are. It's our first year as the principal sponsor of the Young Farmers concert, and it's a massive thing for the bank. We're really proud to be the sponsor. The opportunity came up. I spoke with Finlow Creer, I spoke with Hayley Crowe, and it just seemed too good to turn down. It's something that I'd looked at for a while, always hoped to get involved in. I think we had 2,700 people here across the 3 days. So, to get our brand awareness, but be involved with something that, from young age to middle 30s, yeah, everyone's involved. So it's amazing. It's brilliant.
There we are, Andy Bass from Conister Bank, the new sponsors of the Isle of Man Young Farmers Concert. Before that, Rob Watterson, the chairman of the Young Farmers Federation here on the Isle of Man. And first of all, we heard from Hayley Crowe, the hard-working secretary as well, to put on a show like that. It's funny, isn't it? We always said it, that the secretaries and the chairmans get together for months and months, and the performers get together a week before and rabble a sketch together, and it still works.
It's true, some of the sketches were only finalised a week or two before, but they shone out on the night. They were brilliant, weren't they? You could hardly tell.
No, there was a good buzz this year, and it's absolutely, if you've never been, just make sure that you put that on your bucket list for next year.
But you've got to queue early.
Ah, indeed you do.
Manx Radio's Countryside is brought to you by NFU Mutual.
Well, there we are. Hope you've enjoyed our look back at the 2018 Annual Young Farmers Concert here. 3 nights at the Gaiety Theatre. And I think you've got as many mentions as any MHKs, Kiri, this year.
Oh, I know, but you've got to take it in good heart, haven't you? It's all about the humour, and you don't mind, do you, really?
No, and a few Manx Radio people were taken off, and I'm still pitching. I don't know how to listen to Joe's PAX programme next week. I'll be having a look back to see and commend Kaylee Cool on how well she took her off after studying her for a few weeks. And it was good all round, wasn't it?
It really was. A lot of effort goes into playing some of those individual performances like Howard Quayle and getting some of the mannerisms right. And the kids, they did bring it out, didn't they, on the night?
They did indeed. Well, next year, it'll seem a long way away for a lot of them, and a lot of them will have been practicing since November, December time, and they'll be having a well-earned break now, but of course the whips will be cracked in a few months' time to get ideas for the 2019 Young Farmers Concert. But we'll leave it there for this week. So from me, Simon Clark.
And me, Kiri Kermode.
We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Don't sit in the slow lane. Join the fast lane right now with Shaw's all-new Superfast Plus broadband. Enjoy more bandwidth, amazing speeds and the best value on the island from just £23.95 per month. So don't be left behind. Get a piece of the high-speed action with Superfast Plus broadband from Shaw. For details, visit our stores in Douglas, Ramsey and Port Erin or click shaw.com. Love being Shaw. Terms and conditions apply.